Picture this.
White sandy beaches, turquoise waters, vibrant culture and warm welcoming people.
Hi to the people!
All this you can find on a small little tiny island here in the Caribbean named Barbados.
But I also hear people say it's overhyped.
It's expensive. Also the most expensive coconut I've ever bought. So is the Caribbean, or Barbados in particular, really worth visiting?
Well, there are more than 7,000 islands in the Caribbean. We are going to dive in and discover what Barbados has to offer.
From its unforgettable beaches and its expensive activities, from its rich history, like rum for example,
Barbados has it all. Come and join us as we are trying to find the answer on whether you should visit this place or not. So without further ado, welcome to Barbados. And to discover special places, you also need a special team. Someone with travel experience and someone who always wears the right footwear, no matter the conditions. So let me introduce you to the one and only Dad.
Hi noobs, my name is Dad and Papeo is going to be crazy.
Thank you, Dad. But now coming back to the island where people say that it's the most expensive one.
but people also say that Barbados has some of the bluest water you will ever see in your life. I mean, the Caribbean Sea is basically known for its beauty, for the turquoise and blue water and the white sandy beaches. And the best way to start exploring Barbados is actually on a yacht.
I expect to have a nice trip.
So apparently there should be some turtles here in this bay, which is going to be our first stop. I mean, water is already so blue and so beautiful. I mean, look at this. Wow. The boys are ready, but now we're going into the water with the turtles. Bear with me. What are the turtles? Oh my god, guys. That's simply a shipwreck right under me. I mean, look at this. The thing is, you not only get to watch these turtles and this beautiful blue water, I mean, wow. You also get free complimentaries, drinks and food. Cheers, guys.
The water is clean and warm. Ideal for swimming.
Chief has spoken. Guys, the sun is already burning and I can't stop drinking that rum punch that these guys are making because it's so delicious. It's made of coconut rum. Never had that before, also first time. Bye. See you, guys. So, good morning guys. We just went straight to bed after the boat tour because we were so exhausted. It was so beautiful, the water was so mesmerizing, it was so blue, it was so different to the other boat tours that we have already done in the past in other countries. Barbados is just a small island and it's very easy to explore it, to circle it, and that's what we are doing today.
And you know what every single island has in common? Right. It must end somewhere, and where it does, we'll always find some cliffs. And after a scenic 30-minute ride accompanied by some unusual guides, we made it to the north coast of Barbados. And let me tell you something, because this place lets you totally forget about time and all the small problems that you think you have. Suddenly, everything seems so small compared to what really matters.
Oh my god guys, I'm soaking wet.
But another special thing about the North Cliffs in Barbados is that it's actually possible to explore them from the inside, because the sheer power of the Atlantic dug a whole tunnel system right into the cliffs, which is now open for tourists like us to explore. Welcome to the Animals Flowers Cave.
If you go guys and you try to touch it. Yeah, they sense the sudden movements, any vibration and they close up. That's the way of protecting themselves. So these flowers is what gives the cave the name Animal Flower Cave.
So, small little update. I actually got injured. Let me show you guys. Because it really hurts bad. But let me show you because yeah, I got some cuts and also on the fingers. Because basically what happened is I was at the end
of the Animals Flowers Cave. I was like waiting for that to do a photo of mine, and then all of a sudden a big wave came from behind and just crashed on my head. I was like pulled backwards, forwards, crashed into the walls of the cave. I was so lucky that I did not crash my head because I was so worried. Fortunately, I was so lucky. My leg feels like it's broken, but fortunately it's not. They already checked. I can't walk anymore, but yeah, that's the situation for now. We're going to the next stop because it would be too sad to skip what we have planned. I'll see you guys then there. See ya. So, our hotel room guest told us that this is going to be a secret tip. So maybe she's wrong, maybe she's right. Let's explore this beach, Arches Bay. We have to leave our car here in the middle of nowhere, and we just drove through the middle of nowhere. And I'm curious because this should be some kind of secret beach. So my leg still hurts, and let's go.
Depths of silence where echoes remain. You are the sunrise that kept me alive. I said hold on, you said goodbye.
This is definitely a hidden gem. I mean, there are no people at all. Dad and I are the only one here, and I think nobody's actually knowing about this place because it's not that typical paradise beach that you know if you think of Barbados or the Caribbean. It has this kind of adventurous vibe, meaning sharp rock formations, big waves, but it's beautiful, really beautiful. And Dad is literally enjoying his time. I mean, look at him here behind, enjoying the water, enjoying the waves. So sweet. We'll have to climb all the way up again, all these stairs. But it's so worth it, guys. If you come to Barbados, check it out. Arches Bay. You won't be disappointed. So, we are now at the Welkman Hall Gully, which is basically like a little rainforest here in the middle of Barbados. And the thing what the people did is actually they built this area to preserve all the nature, all the animals and all the trees. And some of them are more than 100 years old, and it's quite beautiful. So this is so astonishing. We're here in a small cave, which is actually already collapsed, but you can still walk through. And here you can see all this nature and all these mangrove trees, because these are so special. If you see, are like they're above, but their roots reach all the way to the bottom. Can gather water just by extending the roots like this. And you can only find these trees in the tropical rainforests areas, or at least in places where it's hot and humid. So apparently this small little rainforest here should imitate how Barbados has actually looked like when there were no people at all here. So when the first settlers came to the island to build their homes, they found Barbados looking exactly like that. This is so crazy with all that sound from the nature. The birds are singing, some other animals, I have no idea, monkeys, the wind, the trees, literally everything is singing in here. It sounds so majestic, it sounds so awesome. It's like time stands still in here. Wow, this is crazy. So here we are, and this was just mesmerizing, standing in the middle of a rainforest and just witnessing Mother Nature. And for the price of 15 euros, yeah, it was 15 euros, absolutely a bargain. Guys, we are now at the west coast, here in Speightstown, and apparently if you are at the west coast, you're here for one reason, and this is sunset. We got ourselves a delicious beer
went to the pier, and now waiting for the sun to set. This is life. This is beautiful. Gladly enjoying it. So, that was actually quite beautiful, and now we're heading back to our hotel. 40 minutes right ahead. See you guys then. I'm tired. See you guys tomorrow then. What brings us to here? A special place needs a special breakfast, and that's why we're here in the QP Bistro here on the west coast in Barbados. This is some kind of special place if you have breakfast with a view like that. I mean, come on.
And let me tell you what, we paid around $80 for that breakfast with a view, but I felt like I needed something more local, something that would set me back another 20 bucks. But hey, that's life, and to be honest, it was totally worth it.
This might be the most delicious, but yet also the most expensive coconut I've ever bought. If you have to walk through a forest, or at least a long path, a long way up to the beach, there's a high chance it might be a beautiful one. So let's see if I'm not wrong. I won't be, because already this could have been easy. One of the most beautiful beaches here, one of the most beautiful bays, but unfortunately, we have a bad timing because there is a lot of seaweed, or sargassum as the locals call it, and usually you do only have it between the season of April and October, and it might take some days, sometimes also a whole week, to wash it away. But it's still beautiful. I mean, just imagine if there is no seaweed at all. Bottoms Bay, absolutely beautiful, despite the seaweed. And again, there are just a few people here in this bay, because people, I believe, tend to go to the west coast beaches because they are also beautiful but also more expensive. People miss the other beautiful places here in Barbados. Don't be a fool, travel around the island, because there are some hidden gems, a lot of them. The biggest reason why the people don't go to the beaches at the east coast is the strong currents, because basically if you swim there, you drown. But now we're going to somewhere else, because Barbados also has a rich history and not only beaches, so it can be quite curious. So we are now geared up, got the helmet, got the equipment. No, we got not, but we are now at the Mount Gay Rum Distillery, which is actually, believe it or not, the oldest rum distillery in the world. So it was founded 700, the place where basically the most famous liquid of the Caribbean is made of.
We're gonna taste two types of molasses here today. Local Barbados molasses, which is higher in sugar, and Caribbean molasses, which is higher in nutrients. Get a sample, break some off so you don't make a mess of yourself. No tail. Taste one. This next one, babe.
So this is actually the place where the molasses is going to be heated up and distilled, and everything that is heated up there goes up there and it goes into that tank, and later on in the tank, in total 3 tanks. And it's the first time for me seeing this. It's quite interesting. Wow. Guys, we're now in the aging room, and look at all these barrels. And he told us that this is the estimated value of like $5 billion worth of rum. And wow. Here they're singing for like 2 to 20 years. This is crazy. This is like magic. Thank you. So, after the aging comes the tasting. First class.
So we're gonna get 10%, right? Take off the middle.
43% alcohol, and it doesn't taste any strong. Second class. This one should have an aroma of banana, and it's 2 years old. Cheers. Class number 3, 3 to 7 years old. Cheers. I'm getting used to that. I don't know if it's actually the taste or the fact that I'm already a little bit dizzled. 4. I'm not going to be a lump rover, but great experience. Be sure to test the one out. See you guys then. So we checked in our luggage, got tickets, which brings us to the end of our Barbados trip. And what should I say? Does it come up to the hype? Absolutely yes. Because the beaches, the water, the people, absolutely amazing. So you should definitely come here. We are now going to another airline. St. Lucia's waiting. We're here at the airport, going to board that small little plane. I see you guys then over there. And if you like the video, please thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Would appreciate that a lot. And see you guys then in our next video. Bye.
Now